I feel like I'm being judged because I'm older. I'm 23 and am in my first year of engineering, and I am meeting lots of different types of people, and something that I've noticed is that anyone younger than me seems to judge me based on my age, but I don't feel much different than I did a few years ago, and I don't quite understand why it matters so much to them. Any ideas or thoughts could be helpful. 23. Yeah, no, you're flirting with the grave there, bud. You know the phrase 6 feet under? You're practically 5 feet under at this point. I do sincerely hope you have a will, because you're gonna need one pretty soon here. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joshing you. You are very young, but you are right in that you're older than the typical student starting college. And so yes, you are in a different situation. It's not a worse situation, it's not a better situation, it's just different. It's funny because if anyone older than you reads this and they're in the same position, they would tell you to shut up. You're 23? I'm 32. Don't come in here with this, oh, I feel old. Shut up. Until something starts to hurt from simply getting out of a chair, don't talk to me in that tone, okay? The reality is you're very young. You're younger than me, which I know. Might not have guessed it with how youthful that, nope, you guessed it immediately. Okay, that's hurtful to hear, but it's a good dose of reality, so thank you. But I think really, and I don't want to minimize your situation, but I think a lot of this might just be in your head. You say that you've noticed that anyone younger than you seems to judge you based on your age. How do they judge you? Are people actively coming up to you and being like, sup old head? Hey buddy, you looking for the retirement home? Right over there. Yeah. Do you need me to help you cross the street? I can do that. And chalk it up to community service. You say that people judge you based on your age. That might be happening, but I do challenge you to think about the ways that you are being judged. Is it truly some external force that's making you feel judged, or is it your own brain being like, I'm older than these people, I don't belong here? It's kind of like a flavor of imposter syndrome. But the truth is, no matter what age you are, it's not too late or too early to learn a thing. Maybe these external forces that are putting these narratives in your head aren't even like the other students. They might be friends and family of yours. Yeah, did you hear about him? He's starting school at 23. Yeah, you hear that at the family cookout and you're like, oh my god, am I the family loser? But then you taste the burgers and you realize that, oh, I can't be the family dumbass because it's probably the person that made these well done hockey pucks. And yes, you don't feel much different than you did a few years ago because you're in your early 20s. I don't quite understand why it matters so much to them. Have they been telling you this? If so, they're just assholes. There's nothing you can do about that. But I do find it quite hard to believe that other students are coming up to you and being like, hey man, you're older than us, right? I did college. And if there's one thing I learned from college, is that in college, no one gives a shit about your situation. We're all just trying to get our degree. So I don't think anyone is looking at you any different. Again, I don't want to dismiss or minimize your situation. It may be happening in a very real way, but I do want to explore the possibility that this could just all be an internal problem. I just want to offer you the idea that I did college, and I know that as a student, I was not looking at people and being like, oh, they're older or younger than me. After you take all those like core math, physics, chemistry classes, and all your GEs, you start getting into more major specific classes. Once you get into those like major specific classes, it's a toss-up. You have no idea how old people are, which is great because it doesn't matter. If someone's 20 or 23, is that going to make the group project any different? It just maybe means you guys can't go out for drinks as a team afterwards. That's the only thing it changes. You feel like you're being judged because you're older, and that's completely acceptable. I don't want you to think I don't think that's acceptable. It's okay to feel judged, but I just want to pop in here and say that you probably have nothing to worry about. Everyone's too self-centered to judge you. Yeah, that's the thing. In college, everyone is so busy with their coursework that there's no time to have any hobbies. And if they are going to pick up some extracurriculars, I don't think the first one they're going to pick up is judging you because you're 23. But hey, I could be completely off base because, I'm super old. I'm 25. So let's see what the comments say. Laughable. I knew a father-son duo that went through school together. Awesome dudes. Yeah, see? Weirder things have happened. And at least you don't have to deal with that. For them, anytime they would take a test, they would have to fight for who gets to be on the fridge, Don't let it bother you. As you said, you're in your first year. As you get to know your peers and you, the age difference will hardly matter. This is coming from someone who finished my EE degree at 35. See, this is a perfect use case. Someone that's actually speaking from experience, not me. I don't do that. I only yap about things I don't know about. But this is great This is someone that actually has experienced what you're going through, but to a more extreme degree. And I know the first sentence, don't let it bother you. Easier said than done, but at the end of the day, that is true. I'm 32. I think you're having some in your head stuff. That was kind of my guess too, but again, don't want to minimize the situation, but that's probably what's up. Oh, here's another one. Get out of your head. Yes, it seems like you are a little bit in there. You probably feel like the guy from Smiling Friends. Have you seen that clip? Get out of my head! Get out of my head, man! And we're all letting you know that, yes, you should get those ideas out of your head. Maybe when you're older, that's something you'll understand, but you're still young. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just you and not them. And you're only 1 year older than them. Some of them are 23 as well, still in their first degree. So I don't know why you think 23 is considered really old. Yeah, this is something we talked about. 23 is very young, but this did also remind me of one other thing, and that's that the pandemic was only 4 years ago. So I feel like some people that are in their early 20s now are kind of still recovering from that, because there's like these good 2 or 3 years that I don't think they fully lived. And so I feel like it's causing some like life jet lag. They come out on the other side and they're like, oh my God, I feel so discombobulated, I feel so behind, but you're only 23 without a degree. There are worse places to be in life. I remember reading this thing where this girl was talking to her mom and she's like, Mom, I want to become a doctor, but by the time I'm done becoming a doctor, I'll be 28. And her mom told her, well, honey, you're going to be 28 no matter what. Might as well be 28 and a doctor. So if you feel like you're starting late and you're already doing the math, like, oh my God, I'm going to be 27 when I become an engineer. Well, you're going to be 27 in 4 years no matter what. Might as well also be an engineer. And at the end of the day, don't worry about it. Smiley face. And the other thing I don't want you to worry about is missing another one of my uploads. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one.